on, guys? Welcome back to my channel, and if you are new here, welcome. My name is Megan, and in today's video I want to talk to you guys all about the new moon solar eclipse that's happening at 10 degrees of Cancer on July 2nd, 2019. Now, I know this has been talked about and re-talked about and fucking talked about again by everybody, which almost made me not want to do it, because I don't want this to be redundant, okay? But first of all, I wouldn't be a proper astrology channel if I didn't. And second of all, you know, the whole point, and like I said, in my very first video, I want everything to be, that I talk about, to be somewhat different, okay? I don't want to be cookie cutter. I just want to be different, okay? So I think I can bring a little bit of a different perspective. And I hope that you guys will be able to appreciate it and it'll resonate with you and it will help you moving forward. So yes, if you want to learn more about the solar eclipse and how it might be impacting you, then please keep watching. Real quick, I want to get into what exactly an eclipse is. So we get a new moon and a full moon every month, okay? And what happens during an eclipse, and we'll use this new moon as an example. So during a new moon, that means the moon and the sun are together in the same sign at the same degree. Now, when there's a new moon solar eclipse, that means that the sun and the moon together are right next to or really close to the north node or Rahu. Now, I know that probably makes no sense to you, to some people, but all I want you to remember, the main takeaway of this is that a solar eclipse is take a new moon times 1,000, okay? So, during the new moon, that's when we plant our seeds of intention, we start new things, and, this will carry us on through the month. Now, eclipse energies last 3 to 6 months, okay? This is only a partial solar eclipse, so this one is gonna carry us on for probably about 3 months or so. So basically, pay attention to what's happening to you, around the second. But we're gonna get into more of that later. But this is really gonna start unfolding throughout the next 3 months. So basically, that's all you want you to remember. This is a new moon on steroids. Now, what also happens is these are the things that happen at these times. Is this, in my mind, this is kind of like God's way of saying, look, either you were supposed to have done X, Y, and Z, or that there's something in your life that needs to start, or there's something in your life that needs to end. You haven't done it, so I'm gonna do it for you. Okay? Or this could be, I don't like to make it sound like this is like us getting a slap on the hand, though, okay? But this is fate stepping in, okay? This is God, the universe, stepping in and saying, look, we have a new start for you, or look, we're gonna end this for you so that way something new can start right after that, okay? So basically, that's what happens. These are very fated events that were meant to happen. So, if some of these things seem really uncomfortable and hard, just know that, you're not being punished, okay? You weren't bad. It's just, these are things that need to start or end in your life that are gonna really set you off on a new path. All right, so who's gonna be impacted by this eclipse? So if you have your sun, moon, rising, especially, those are the three big ones, okay? Sun, moon, rising, or Mercury, Venus, Mars, or Jupiter in anywhere between 7 to 20 degrees of Cancer, Libra, Capricorn, or Aries. I know I just threw a lot at you, so I'm gonna repeat that. If you have your sun, moon, rising, or any of the personal planets, Mercury, Venus, Mars, or Jupiter, okay? You have any of those in the sign of Cancer, Libra, Capricorn, or Aries, okay? And then I want you to look at the degree. So if it's anywhere between 7 and 20 degrees, basically, okay? Now, if you have no idea what the fuck I'm talking about, or you don't know, then you have two options, okay? You can either, I'm gonna leave a link in the description of this video, and I want you to go to that link, put in your birth details, and it's gonna pull up a couple different things. It's gonna have a chart, but there's also gonna be a table, and it's gonna show all the different planets, and then what sign they're in, and then it'll also have the degree, okay? So you'll be able to see it really well. That way you don't have to look at a chart and not know what you're looking at. Or you can email me, okay? I am offering free natal chart readings. So if this video either leaves you more confused, or you have more questions, or you just really want more help, you can email me and I will help you. Okay. So, anyway, so if you have any of those points or planets at any of those degrees and any of those signs, this is going to be, you will definitely feel this eclipse. You will definitely notice something changing in your life. If you have any sun, moon, rising, or any of those planets also in the water signs, so Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, anywhere between those same degrees, then this could be a very beneficial eclipse for you. So because it's making what's called a trine aspect, and trine aspects are like pockets of blessings that just kind of happen, or things happen very smoothly for you. So if any of that's happening for you, then then this eclipse experience might be really great for you. If you might even have a mixed bag. I know I do. This is in trine to my ascendant and moon and Pluto, but this is also in opposition to my Saturn, so yay me. That just means a lot of work. Now I'm going to get into, because there's, like I said before, there are a lot of other things going on at the same time as this. So I want to really unpack it and really look at it from a more broader perspective. I'm not quite sure yet if I'm going to get into each sign. However, what I am going to do at least is, I am going to actually pull some cards. So I did, sorry, I had some crystals on top of them. I did pick up the Gilded Tarot deck. So, and I've been playing with them. Me and my cards are building a relationship. Okay. So, I am going to pull some cards. I don't know if I'm going to I haven't decided how I'm going to do this yet. I might do, like a card or two for each sign. I might do a card or two for all of us. We'll see how this goes. But, and again, I don't know if I'm going to get into each sign. To be honest, I'm probably not. And the reason why I'm probably not going to is because, this is like personal. Okay. Eclipse energies are so wildly unpredictable. And there's so many like variables that really can affect how this is going to play out for you. This is not as much of a cut and dry transit as most can be. I'm not going to say are, because, everything is impacted by your own chart. Okay. But, so yeah, I'm probably not going to get into each sign. So let's get into what else is going on and really see how this is going to play out during the eclipse. So one of the aspects that's, still going on and will continue to go on and off throughout until the end of the year, basically, is we still do have Jupiter making that square or challenging aspect over to Neptune and Pisces. So again, like I've said before, this is continuing that I have these big, grand, amazing plans, but I'm not really sure how to get there, or I'm not really sure what to do, or, everything just seems so big and grand and amazing, and when in reality they're really not, that kind of thing. Okay, so that is still going on during this eclipse. Also, we still have Saturn making a sextile or a harmonious aspect over to Neptune and Pisces. So this is, again, like I've said before, this is Saturn is saying, look, I know you have these big goals. I want to help you get there, but we need some structure. Okay, we need to do this the right way. We need to, we need to lay the groundwork. We need to really do this right, so that way it's concrete and it's stable and it can really manifest for you. So all of that's still going on. Okay, now at the same time as this eclipse, Saturn is also making his conjunct, is in the exact same spot, literally to the degree, 17 degrees of Capricorn. Saturn is conjunct in the South Node. Okay, now the South Node is all about the things that we need to let go of. Now this is more of like the transiting South Node. Okay, but it's like the things that we need to let go of, old karma, all that kind of stuff, right? So, and Saturn is about fear, restrictions, limitations, all that kind of stuff. So to me, this is just continuing on, okay? Because these two have been conjunct, on and off for a while now. But, they're exact at the same time as this eclipse, which really says a lot to me. So what this is really saying to me is this is like, God is like, look, I have this new thing for you, okay? We have this new something, this new start, this new beginning, whatever, in this area of your life, wherever Cancer is falling in your chart. But he's also saying, this is going to take you out of your comfort zone, or you need to let go of whatever the Capricorn area is in your chart. You need to really let go of whatever's holding you back in that area of your life, so this can be amazing. Or, you know, so if you don't, this new beginning is going to be really hard. This is going to be really hard. Also, this is saying to me, like, I have this new beginning for you, but it's going to take some work. It's not going to come easy to you. You're going to come against some restrictions. You're going to come against some blockages. But these are again, like Saturn does, these are going to make them concrete. This is going to make this new beginning, this new start, this new whatever, this is going to make it's going to last. Okay, this isn't going anywhere after this, because Saturn is involved. And Saturn, when he builds shit, he fucking builds shit, okay? It stays there, okay? So that's what this opposition really shows to me. Like I said before, we've got Mars and Mercury, who are conjunct, that are moving. Conjunct again means that they're right next to each other. They're hanging out together. They're holding hands, or they're not really holding hands. Mercury and Mars aren't really the holding hands type. Like they're walking next to each other, okay? Right into the sign of Leo at the same time as this eclipse. And then also Venus is moving out of Gemini and moving into Cancer at the same time as this eclipse. The way I see this is all the planets are moving. These are the personal planets, okay? Now Jupiter is still retrograde, but it's like they're all at the opposite end of all this oppressive energy, right? The Pluto South Node Capricorn in Cancer, or in Pluto South Node Saturn in Capricorn. Good Lord. That's really, you know, again, that's that really hard, oppressive, really needing to let go area of your life right now. But we have all these planets basically opposite of all of that, and they're all moving forward. So this is, to me, is very symbolic of saying, look, leave this shit behind so we can go, right? They're saying, look, we're moving on, we're going. Like, you know, we're moving into the Leo part of your life, you know, wherever that is for you. So let's go. Let's do this. Everything's moving forward. But at the same time, it's like, look, you've got to remember not to go back. And that's the other thing I wanted to add too. So Mercury is going retrograde 5 days after this eclipse. And this to me is saying, okay, we have this new start, we have this new beginning. Let's fact check. Let's do some research. Let's get our mind right before we move forward. It just dawned on me that during this eclipse, the North Node is going to be at 17 degrees of Cancer, is going to be making a trine aspect. So again, a trine is a harmonious, blessed aspect to Neptune and Pisces. And Neptune is all about like the hand of God coming down and literally handing you a blessing. He's handing you a gift. Okay, now Neptune rules a bunch of different things, okay, but this is a trine aspect, so that means we're gonna get the best that Neptune can do, okay? So this is like God's handing you a gift from whatever Pisces rules in your chart to this Cancer area of your chart. So I know some of this might not make sense again. I would just look at, if you need help, then let me know. But basically, just look at it like this, okay? Whatever you're trying to move forward, God's going to give you a gift in that area, okay? But again, I think it's not going to come at a price, but it's like, I'm going to give you this gift. Please use it wisely. Please don't go back to the way that you were, the old patterns, the old habits, the old shit that you've worked through the past, 6 months, okay? Don't go back to that, because I'm giving you this opportunity. I'm giving you this blessing. Just take it, say thank you, be grateful, move on, like Mars and Mercury and Venus are doing. Move on, just go, okay? So I think, again, like I've said before, I don't remember when I said that. I think it was my first video, actually. There's a hidden blessing, okay? I know some of this stuff is gonna be hard for some people, okay? Those signs that I mentioned, first, Cancer, Libra, Capricorn, and Aries, you guys might have a little bit of a challenging time with this. That does not mean that your world's gonna crumble and whatever, okay? We have eclipses 4 to 5 times a year, okay? This is not new. Now, like I said, they do bring faded things. If you look back at different eclipses, you can see like what happened in your life. You know, I've had a lot of things happen during eclipses. You know, so yes, they can rock your world a little bit, but I'm showing you that there's opportunities to see the good, okay? I know that some of this stuff might be hard, but there is a blessing here. Even if there wasn't a great aspect to this, there's always a blessing, and the blessing is this is for your highest good, okay? This is not, again, this is not meant to punish you. This is not meant like, you know, you were bad, okay? But this is, you know, this is moving you in a direction. Sometimes moving in a new direction fucking sucks. It's not fun. So yeah. All right, so now we're gonna get into, I am gonna pull a card for each sign. So I already did shuffle my deck, and I did pull a card for Aries. So for Aries, for this eclipse, you got the Judgment card. So
all right, you guys, so I accidentally read this as the Justice card and not the Judgment card, so we're gonna do a little voiceover. So what I think that the Judgment card is saying for Aries is that I think, you know, in regards to your, this eclipse in your 4th house and your 10th house axis, right? So your work life and your home life. I really think that you're going to be coming into a time where you're going to be very clear and just have kind of like an epiphany moment almost, where you really realize exactly what you want, you know, in regards to where you want to live, what you want to do, you know, like how you want to balance the two. I really think like, you know, you're really going to be very clear. And it's going to be very healing for you too, because you see those people, they're naked, they have nothing to hide, they're, you know, they're really standing in their truth. So I think as far as, you know, your work life and your home life and what exactly it is you really want, you're going to get very clear, and you're very decisive in making some really great decisions in order for you to move forward.
Again, like I said, Taurus, you got the Ace of Swords. Now, this eclipse is in your 3rd house, and swords are very 3rd house energy. It's all thoughts, communication, all that kind of stuff. So this is a very fitting card. Now, aces are the beginning of something new, the start of something new. So, I mean, this could be, you know, a message coming to you about something. Maybe you're getting the idea about something. Maybe you've kind of been stuck in some kind of, you've been stuck in something, and you're gonna get a new beginning with a new thought process, a new way of communicating with people. For Gemini, you got the Empress. Now, this eclipse is happening in your 2nd house, so it's on your 2nd house, 8th house axis, so it's all about money. And the Empress is all about abundance. So, I mean, she's like, but it's not just money, like it's abundant in everything. So she's, you know, emotionally abundant. So, you know, she's really in control of her emotions. She's, you know, fertility is seen through this too. So it could be possible that a Gemini might be finding out that they're pregnant or giving birth to a child, you know. And this is also like abundance and creativity, like abundance in every aspect of life is the Empress. So, you know, you might be having some new money making opportunities coming in too, Gemini. So there you go. For Cancer, you have the 7 of Pentacles. So this is, let you see it. You know, this is your eclipse, okay? So the way I see this is you're going to be afforded an opportunity to really continue or really start building your stability in your life, okay? Stability with money, stability with your home life, just working towards building that in general. So, you know, like a first house eclipses can bring new opportunities with anything. So I think any new opportunity that comes your way is going to be pushing you towards making it's gonna be this. It's gonna be working towards stability. Okay, Leo, you got the Seven of Swords. So, you know, this is an eclipse in your 12th house, and 12th house is all about, you know, spirituality and things that are hidden, okay? And when I say things that are hidden, that really is the Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords is all about lies and deceit, you know, because swords is communication. And I think this is really like, maybe some secrets might be revealed to you, or you might be deciding to reveal some secrets. You know, this is 12, eclipses are very, can be kind of crazy and shocking. So, I mean, I'm not saying these are bad secrets, okay? These could be amazing secrets, something you're like, oh my God, that's amazing. Why, you know what I mean? But, yeah, I think some secrets are going to be coming to light. Some people's true intentions, some kind of something like that. For Virgo, you got the Three of Wands. This is an 11th house eclipse for you. So this is all about friends and social networks, technology, the internet, all that kind of stuff. And I really feel like you have an idea of something that you want to do, some kind of, you know, maybe a business, maybe like a creative pursuit or some sort of something like this. You have an idea and you're really going to go for it, or you're going to get the opportunity to really go for it. So that's super exciting. And if you're, I think this is saying you need to go for your opportunity too. Or you know what I mean? Take the idea that you have and fucking run with it. For Libra, you got the King of Wands. So first of all, Wands is all about fire. It's fire energy, okay? So it's passion, excitement, and this to me is very much like a leadership card, okay? And the King is very mature, and he's a leader, okay? He's got his shit together. So I think that maybe some Libras, because this is a 10th house eclipse for you, I think some Libras might be getting a promotion. You might be getting a bump in social status for sure. But I really think that Libras are going to be put in some kind of a leadership role. You know, so like I said, a promotion, a new job, or even, you know, Wands is very entrepreneurial. So this might be, you know, you having success with your business. Or for Scorpio, we have the Tower. Now, this is a 9th house eclipse for Scorpio. So I think now, okay, the Tower represents something. It's a major arcana, okay? Major arcana cards talk about big shifts, big changes, big things, okay? And they're talking specifically about you, okay? Not like the court cards can represent other people in your life. This is talking to you, about you, big things, big changes happening to you, okay? And the Tower is, okay, I'm not even gonna lie, I really don't like the Tower card, and I'm a Scorpio, and I saw this and I was like, and it came right out. So, but I really want to try and put a positive spin on these things, okay? And because I don't think this shit doesn't have to be doom and gloom, okay? And it's the 9th house. The 9th house is not doom and gloom, okay? The 9th house is a lucky, abundant, big, expensive house. So, you know, it's all about putting yourself out there, and it's all about you know, the world, like you putting yourself out there to the world and your big, expansive, big goals and big dreams and big aspirations, right? Larger than life shit. So, I mean, maybe there's a possibility you might have already kind of had your Tower moment, and now you're starting to rebuild the things that have crumbled down. Or you might have some sort of moment, okay, where there's, you realize, like, because the 9th house is also about your beliefs about God and the universe and the world around you, you know, what happens when you die kind of thing. You know, so maybe there's something that really kind of reaffirms your faith too. That's very possible, or that really makes you kind of wake up and say, because this is the opposite of the 9th house is the 3rd house. 3rd house is all about your communication. So maybe, you realize that the way you've been communicating with people is not being well received, it's not working out, and that's kind of your Tower moment. You decide, okay, I'm going to, you know, I'm gonna completely revamp this, or you know, I think there might be a moment where you really realize that you're focusing too much on the micro level on whatever it is that you're trying to build and create and make happen. You're focusing too much on the small details and you're not seeing the big picture, and something happens that makes you kind of snap out of it and see the big picture and really shift your focus from the micro to the macro level. For Sagittarius, so you have the Fool. Now the Fool is all about like jumping off a cliff and just having faith and knowing that the universe is going to catch you. Okay, it's all about like just taking that leap of faith. And this eclipse is in your 8th house. So I think the Fool card is telling you that, okay, so the 8th house is all about death and rebirth. Okay, I don't want to scare anybody. It's all about death and rebirth. So it's basically life transformations, okay? And it's all about taxes, inheritances, the money that you share and get and receive from other people. It's about things that you get from other people in general. So sex, it's also trauma, it's healing, the 8th house is very complex. Just like its ruler Scorpio, it's a very complex house. And I think this means that you need to have more of a really let go and let God with a lot of these things that you might be dealing with in relation to your 8th house. So, and really having faith that the universe is going to take care of you, that God is going to take care of you, because, you know, you might be being faced with a lot of debt issues right now, or, you know, maybe your partner lost their job, or maybe, you know, something along those lines. And I think that you're being asked to really have faith that this is all going to work out. And that this is happening, whatever is happening that you're going through it's happening for a reason. And that you need to have faith and just take that leap of faith. And, you know, maybe you lost, or your partner lost their job, and now you guys don't have any income. And this is forcing you to really push forward with, you know, some kind of business you've been wanting to start, you know what I mean? And really going for it. Sorry. Capricorn, so you guys got the Page of Swords. Now this eclipse is happening in your 7th house, so your relationships are really under the microscope right now. So, and I think the Page of Swords is, you know, pages come in or show up when there's something new starting. It's not like happening yet, but it's like right there. It's right about to happen. And swords is mental energy, like I've said before. So it's all thoughts, communication. So, I mean, you might be getting a message from someone that's going to help with your relationship. Maybe you get a new thought and you make a quick, you know, and swords are very, you know, they cut things, right? So they're very they just cut things. So, you know, you might just get that sudden thought of, you know what, fuck this, I'm done. Or fuck this, we're gonna fix this. We're not doing this anymore. You know what I mean? Or this might be, this could also be because court cards, which is pages, part of the court cards, represent people in your life. Swords is mental energy, but it's also, so it's air. So this could be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius person, possibly somebody younger than you, or just has a very lighthearted you know, a very young energy that might be helping you, or might be coming in for you, or something along those lines. For Aquarius, you guys got the 8 of Cups. Now this eclipse is happening in your 6th house, which is all about work, daily routines, your health habits. And it looks like maybe you're leaving or walking away from, or feeling really upset and sad and about a work situation, or possibly your health status. You're feeling really down, like, man, how did I let myself get this way? Or, you know, something like that. I think that, you know, maybe there was a work project that didn't, or a work situation or a job or something that you thought was going to be amazing, and it turned out to not be so great. But the good thing is like, you're turning your back on it, and there's a new day coming. So, because the right after this card, you guys, right after this really sad card is the Nine of Cups, which is called the Wishes Fulfilled cup, or card, okay? So, you know, this is, you know, maybe you're being told that you need to really turn your back on something. You need to let go. You need to let go of something because, you know, you have all this let go, rebuild stuff going on in your 12th house, and your 12th house is all about escapism. This card is also about escapism and kind of being, you know, oh, this isn't, you know, this, you know, being kind of the fog lifting, right? Like the fog lifting and being like, seeing a situation for what it really is and really letting go and coming to terms with it and turning around and moving on. So, you know, again, this could be in relation to work. This could be in relationship to your health, in relation to your health. But this is very emotional. So this might be, and you got an Aquarius, people tend to not be super emotional, but this eclipse might bring up some emotions for you. Work through them, acknowledge them. It's okay to feel this way. Don't stay that way long. You won't, but I'm just saying, don't keep yourself in that state. Move on because your Nine of Cups is coming. For Pisces, you guys got the Fool. Now, this isn't a fifth house eclipse for you. Fifth house is all about creativity and fun and your hobbies and children, and it's a really awesome house, to be honest. And it's all about like creative self-expression, creativity, and just that childlike energy. And I feel like the Fool is, I don't know, I don't remember what other sign got this. Oh, I think it was Sagittarius. Which is interesting because your guys' ruling planets are squaring each other. But anyway, I think this is really saying, you know, if there's been some kind of creativity, sorry, I'm thinking something completely different as I'm talking. If there's some kind of creative project that you have going on or some kind of creative venture that you want to start, you need to be like the Fool and just take that leap of faith and go for it. I think that the Fool, because the Fool is, you know, he's just carefree and doesn't give a shit. And I feel like, you know, that's very fifth house like fifth house is all about just doing you doing you, boo. Like that's literally what the fifth house is about. And I think that you're either going to have the opportunity to do that. I think if you have been thinking about having children, because the fifth house is children, you might be deciding, hey, fuck it, let's make a baby. Or you know, because this is like finding your childlike energy too. So this is, you know, really really tapping into your inner child and being creative. And, you know, the fifth house is entrepreneurship too. So like I said, if you've been wanting to turn like your side hustle, or, you know, you've been wanting to turn some kind of creative project into a business, jump, do it, go for it, go. All right, guys. Well, I really hope this was helpful to you. I hope this was, I feel like I say the same thing in every video, but I hope that this was a different perspective. I hope you guys really enjoyed me pulling a card for each sign. Let me know if you enjoyed it, and I will definitely continue to do it because I do enjoy doing this a lot. Actually, I really like this. So, and I think what I'm going to start doing is maybe doing a card of the day pull for my Instagram and posting it on stories, or maybe doing a whole post on it. So if you don't follow me on Instagram, definitely check me out. The link will be below in the description. It is Warrior Queen Astrology. But yeah, guys, just remember, no matter what happens during this eclipse, it's pushing you into a direction that you're meant to be in. This is all meant to happen. It's going to be okay at the end of the day. Like I said, these eclipses happen 4 to 5 times a year. So this isn't new, okay? But they are big. So, and if you are affected by it, you know, just, to be honest, get excited about it. That's what you need to do. Get freaking excited about it. Get excited about the possibilities and the new things that are coming to you. So, all right, guys, happy eclipse season, and I will see you again in the next video.